Hello everyone, how are you? And it's been about a month and a half since the last one, so apologize as some of our friends and people are encouraging me to continue this English series on Japan, business with the Japanese companies and working with the Japanese. Now got sidetracked a little bit, but let's back up and blast through some of the past items we covered. I think in the beginning we covered for the background on Japan, basic size, ethnicity, and the obvious differences. Comparing the GDP sizes with some of the areas of Japan with other parts of the markets or countries. And how last name society and all that are thought being in the base of our foundation of thought process and thinking. And then we went on to homogeneity and heterogeneity differences and compares how that led to the diversification gaps. And the culture map utilization could be helpful, and history of companies in Japan. And then we also talked about the peach and coconuts culture difference and how that affected, and also macro versus micro economy, business to day-to-day things, and the order in which we generally proceed. And we talked about the educational differences, collectivisms, which is kind of how we are raised, and how the negative minus point system, deduction system versus the US's addition system differences. And we also talked about the business etiquettes and greetings and the manners, and then some of the important key factors, practices are demanded in working with the Japanese companies and people, Horenso practices. And so today is going to be sales oriented. It's a little bit difficult to generalize as different industries, sectors have different practices. However, typically this graph describes how typical emphasis are made on the different phases or processes in sales, from inquiry, introduction, to sales marketing, to or negotiation, to product service review, support, order, delivery. And this is based just on our about 40 years of experience in doing the business in Japan and in the United States. So introduction is inquiry, RFQ phase are very important. That's why you may feel a little bit frustrated in order to build a relationship or making the first introductions taking longer time and process than other markets, because they want to know you better. Credibility, maybe having the endorsements really helps right there, but they really want to understand your company on top of just product and service or technology. And sales and marketing are really different, as we talked about the cultural difference, as many people over there in the market have most of the same thought process and evaluation towards products, lesser gap in the diversity and the demands than here or other parts of the world. However, the product technology is so important when you're selling your product or services. You really have to put your time and effort here, and of course support and quality and solid support in this area right here. In the beginning part is important really to be able to provide information about yourself and the customers that you already built, and product and support structures, and how quality is being established and maintained in order to provide them a sense of security, and almost it's like a check to success in having these as everybody else in the market provides these factors. So that's why they're asking you repeatedly, and you may feel that this is never enough, or how much more information you need to provide. It's always questionable, but rest of the competitors or existing companies are all providing these naturally. So these are the process-based emphasis that you might want to put your effort in. And when you're looking at some of the key topics or factors from left to right again, there are big differences, and these in this diagram, the size of the box or illustrates the importance when you're trying to sell. So as you can see at the lower part, Japan, standards and compliance is not important. Of course it's important, but not as important as here, as everybody's already meeting those standards. So without even the questions asked, they're already compliant, as many of the existing Japanese companies are following those rules. So not like in the United States, many companies are from overseas products, or you never know kind of story. So you just want to cover the basics for Japan, but a lot of standards are also following the US and European standards as well. So there's no huge difference right there. But you want to be able to talk about your innovation, technology, and quality, and you should provide a security, sense of security, let them feel secure. At the same time, they expect you to be different, innovative, and superb in many ways. So that's why they're even considering purchasing your products, technology, or services, is that you're completely different, a breakthrough in innovation in the market. So find out what is your biggest innovation, uniqueness are, and be able to talk and put the strength about that, and how you can standardize, being the de facto standard in the industry in the future. So that's what they expect. And marketing is, as I said, a little much lesser diverse over there. So once you have a foot in the door of a certain major companies, or your targeted companies, if you have one success, couple success, it'll spread as each time it will be somewhat very similar pattern, as you can see. So just focus on your initial targets and make sure you be able to talk about the QC and consistency and reliable services in the support, and how you're going to establish that locally in Japan. So having the right partner also in Japan is important, who may be able to support you on these support, maintenance, and or sales support, technical support, and meeting the quality products. How are you gonna provide that as a kind of almost like a collateral as you're getting a purchase order. So this is kind of required element, very, very big over there in Japan. So that's what their focuses are, and in order to have and their end users are even more strict and have demanding customers. So that's why they're following these kind of diagrams. And I could be more precise depending on industry practices, but just to make sure you understand, talk about your innovation, uniqueness, technology, and how you care about the quality, and also the consistent delivery and support locally in Japan is a very, very important factor to get all the concerns out and relieve them is a key to the success in Japan. And be consistent and make sure you care about the quality, and have an execution team structure in the States or other parts of the world before the shipment, and keep your promise to those people. So these are the really basic fundamental to the sales that you should be aware of. And if anything comes up, you're in obstacles or in rough spots, feel free to contact us. We continuously support all kinds of exports, and even though we're in the United States, we build sales structures and sales channels in Japan. And hope to see you not in another month and a half, but sooner this time. I will try to do my best. Thank you. And since I think in the series 9 we talked about, or series 8 of our clip, we talked about Japanese holidays and annual scheduling in the business, but they have this week is a Obon holiday over there. They had the mountain days, and so it's a little bit quieter than usual, but hope you get to check out those other clips that are listed in the description section of this clip, and hope you can do some catch up or refresh in the past post, and hope to see you again. Thank you.